What is going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 of my Blu-ray collection, and this is part 2, the final part. As I told you, I don't have many. I'm still growing my collection. I ended at H, I believe, the Hitman's Bodyguard. So now we're going J to Z. I don't have any Z's, but we're starting at J. So this one is a fan favorite for me anyway, and it's a shame that this is what got me into the View Askewniverse, and now I'm actually rewatching or watching for the first time all of them. But Jay and Silent Bob, this movie is hilarious, and this was the first Kevin Smith movie I watched, and 2 weeks ago I watched Clerks, so I'm getting into that universe, and in 2 weeks I'm watching Mallrats. So funny, especially Mark Hamill as Cockknocker. Oh my God, that was out of control. But love Jay and Silent Bob. I do not own the reboot yet. Next, since this is not a trilogy, but a quadrilogy, I'm just going to add them all. John Wick's. Another series that I did not start when it came out in the movies. I believe I watched John Wick 1 when 2 was in theaters, I believe. And I didn't get to catch 1 until John Wick 3 in the theater. So 3 and 4 I watched in the theaters. 1 and 2 I watched on Blu-ray. And I love Keanu Reeves. I think everyone loves Keanu Reeves. He does his thing in this. He hones his craft. He trains so hard for these that it kind of looks real, to be honest. But obviously the sad part is how it all starts with the poor little pup. But loving my John Wicks. Next, this technically is a trilogy and one from the 90s, but if you have a Blu-ray collection or a 4K collection, you have to have the original Jurassic Park. It started it all. To me, this is one of the few movies that I could say is a masterpiece. It's just like the first of its kind. The visual effects were amazing. They still hold up today. And I don't have to talk too much about it because I believe everyone feels that Jurassic Park is a great movie. So I had to have Jurassic Park in my collection, which leads me to the worlds. So I have Jurassic World, I have Fallen Kingdom, and I have Dominion on 4K. I actually love the World series. I know a lot of people don't. It's a little bit different. The first series was more like these dinosaurs are killers and they're dangerous. And to me, the World series was kind of like, we need to sympathize with them and be like, treat them better. Like Chris Pratt's character was training raptors. Like he loved them. He cared for them. So it was a little different spin. But also I have yet to watch Dominion. And I know this is the one a lot of people really hate, but I'll judge for myself once I watch it. Okay. Next, we have Kingsman: The Secret Service. Another really fun movie, action-packed. I've watched both of these. I only own Secret Service. I don't own, what was the other one? The Golden Circle? Yeah, it hooked me as soon as I watched it. I saw Golden Circle in the theater, and then I think I saw Kingsman, the prequel, on an airplane, which was also pretty good. But I love action, and I feel like this is another movie that a lot of people liked and maybe didn't like the sequels all that much, but I really hope we get a third. But as of now, it doesn't look like we will. All right, what's next? What do I have to say about The Matrix? There's nothing to really say about The Matrix. It's a great trilogy. Again, this is another one of those things where they created a 4th movie, Resurrections, which a lot of people just don't like. And it's one of the few, I don't want to say cash grab because you make a movie to make money, but Resurrections is one of the few movies where I was watching it and I was like, was The Matrix really this meta? Because the 4th one is kind of meta. You could kind of tell what they're trying to do there, but it was enjoyable. Was it as good as the first 3? Probably not, but I love The Matrix. All right, here's another movie, and I've watched all of these. Maze Runner. So this one has Maze Runner and The Scorch Trials. I believe there's 3 of these movies. Funny thing is, I remember enjoying them. I don't remember what the hell happened in them, but I did like them. So that's kind of crazy. Will I go back and rewatch them? Probably not, but I have it. And, if the kind assassin ever wants to watch Maze Runner, at least I have the first 2. Next up, I might get a lot of hate for this one. I have not watched all the Mission Impossibles, but Fallout is by far my favorite from the ones that I have watched. I have seen Dead Reckoning. What was that, like 4 years ago? But Henry Cavill is what got me to watch this movie, and he was great in it. And I hope you don't really have to retcon it. It's an action movie. You could say he survived. I really want to see Henry Cavill back in Mission Impossible. And hopefully they kill off Tom Cruise's character and they could start fresh. Mission Impossible. Okay, back-to-back hate I'm going to get because this is another critically acclaimed movie. Oppenheimer, I have it in 4K. I still haven't watched this. I purchased this when it came out. Haven't got a chance to watch it. But from Barbenheimer, I have watched Barbie. Just got to complete it. So we got that one right there. All right, another movie that I watched recently, and I should have watched it when I was younger or when it first came out, The Predator. Awesome action-packed movie again. Schwarzenegger's great in it. Silly. It's like movies like this from the 80s. I don't want to say it's bad, but I feel like if you make a movie like this now, people just will pan it because they expect so much more. Movies aren't allowed to just be fun, crazy, gory, action-packed anymore. So, but anyways, again, Predator, no one's had anything bad to say about Predator, I don't think. And if you haven't watched Prey on Hulu, watch that. That deserves a freaking a sequel or something. That was good. Next up, another favorite. This one I have watched when I was a kid. I think everyone as a child or like an early teen has watched The Sandlot. Funny, hilarious, coming of age. I played baseball, so I know everything about sandlots and getting your friends together to play baseball. Losing a ball, me was like down a drain, but here, they had Beast, that giant dog that kind of ate all their balls. And then, of course, trying to use a Babe Ruth signed baseball. That was crazy, Smalls, crazy. Next up, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is a movie that I enjoyed. Most of these movies I enjoyed. I wouldn't have bought them otherwise, but Scott Pilgrim was really good, and it kind of made me wish that I had read the comics, all the graphic novels before I watched the movie. It was just so enjoyable, and I know they have an animated. I haven't watched that yet, but if they created a sequel or came out with a sequel of Scott Pilgrim 2, I would definitely watch it. As long as I have all of the cast back, for sure. But I love this movie. I only watched it once. Okay, put this on the list of movies that I love, that I've watched, and I don't remember a lot about it. But Sicario. It was a really good movie. I did watch the sequel in the theaters, enjoyed that. I just enjoy action movies, I guess, in general. And like, you can't go wrong with Benicio del Toro, right? Can you? No, I don't think you can. Even if he gets 10 minutes in a movie or a show, you always choose the scenery. But Sicario is a good one. I have to get the sequel on 4K though. I know I did like it, and I think I want to rewatch those. Okay, next is what I consider the best video game movie of all time. So far, a lot of people will probably say Sonic because it has a trilogy. I personally liked Super Mario Brothers more. I grew up with both video games, though I did like the Sonic game more, but I think they did a good job in this game. Chris Pratt was fine to me. It was good. I liked it. I want more. I hope to see a sequel. Like, they would be crazy not to capitalize on how much money that made. And, some people liked it, some people didn't. But I think the majority were fine with it, and kids probably loved it. Okay, next up is another trilogy. This is the Cornetto Trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End. Another great series of movies. And there's a fun fact about this. Before I moved to California, my friends out here took me to this, like, movies in a cemetery. And it was Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, I remember, because World's End was about to come out. And they did this, like, thing where it was, you get chosen and you can do an obstacle course and you can win tickets to the new movie, World's End. I had no idea what I was doing, and I actually won the obstacle course. And all of the fans kind of pissed because I didn't get the references. So, all right. This one, I might get a little hate for this one, but I think this is my favorite animated movie in the past couple of years. It's not Spider-Verse, it is Mutant Mayhem. I am a Ninja Turtle fan before I'm like a superhero fan. I've loved the Ninja Turtles since I was a kid. As much as I loved that cartoon, they didn't seem like teenagers. The Michael Bay ones didn't seem like teenagers. But the cast in this were kids, I believe, and these turtles acted like teenagers. And I love the art style. So good. It's amazing. Love that movie. Cannot wait for a sequel. And I'm watching the series as well, which is pretty good. The art style is not as good, but I doubt they have the budget for that. What do we have here? Another one we can't say much about. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, classic, great movie. It's a cliche Blu-ray to own. Everyone should probably own this one. Again, it's another one of those movies, early 90s, where you watch it today and the CGI and visual effects absolutely hold up as it did, I don't know, what is it, 30 years now? 30 years ago? Close to it. It's just so good. And again, Arnold. Oh, look at this, back-to-back Arnold. So here's another movie I haven't watched in a long, long time. I know they've rebooted it, but Total Recall I own on 4K. This one I think I purchased because it was like $5 at Best Buy when they were still selling Blu-rays. And it's a good one. I watched it a long time ago. I don't remember a lot about it, but $5, why not? And last but not least, I think this might be the earliest movie I've ever watched that I actually remember seeing. Transformers the movie. And this copy, I think I got in Ireland or Scotland when I was on vacation. There was like a swap meet and they were just selling random stuff and they had this for like $2. So I had to take it home. It's like version, I don't even know what it is, version 2. So I had to convert it. I have it on digital, but Transformers the movie, that's a good one. And I did actually enjoy the Michael Bay Transformer movies because when they came out, all I really wanted was to see huge Transformers transforming and causing damage and having action. That's all I wanted. The only disappointing part for me was that they didn't use the original cars. Like Bumblebee is a Camaro. You know, they updated it, but I would have liked it to be more of how they did Bumblebee, that movie. But there's my collection. It's over. That's it. That's all the DVDs that I have at this moment, but I will be adding to it. And again, if you watch this, let me know what you think of my collection so far. Let me know what I should add to it. It's just that I really did love going to Best Buy to purchase my Blu-rays, to like look through them, hold them, like make sure the case isn't broken. I don't know. There's not that many places that actually sell Blu-rays anymore. Like everything is online. Even Target got rid of them. But what can you do? It's still online. So I have no excuses. I gotta update my collection and I will. And, you know, maybe once I purchase new ones, I'll do shorts. Like I just got this Blu-ray today. This is the one. Did I see it? Did I not see it? Did I like it? And we'll have some fun. So that is my Blu-ray collection. Let me know down below what's on your collection. What should I add to mine? Let's talk about movies. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, guys.